The "it's always the right time" deal.
Hey, want to go to Mickey D's for lunch?
Ooh, let's go now.
But it's not lunchtime yet.
If we're going to McDonald's, it's always the right time.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
There's a deal for every lunch hour at McDonald's.
Now's the time to get 2 for $3.99. Mix and match a 4-piece McNuggets, a McDouble, a McChicken, or a hot and spicy McChicken. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
We got Verizon 5G home internet. It's from Verizon. Safe choice, right?
Well, some things that look great end up being not so great.
Like the time you bought a shrimp roll from a gas station.
Ugh. Or when you bought that used sports car.
What about when we got Billy that drum set?
The point is, Verizon 5G home internet sounded great,
but turned out to be something else. And we deserve fast, reliable internet. We deserve Xfinity.
It's time for better internet. Switch to Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/Verizon 5G Facts.
Finally, what's up, buddy?
Not much.
I don't. What do I call you? Like a distant cousin or
distant brown cousin?
Second cousin?
Second cousin? Second to third, maybe?
From somewhere?
2 1/4?
This is my somewhere related in the family. Joseph. What do we call
Joey?
it?
Joey's fine.
Joey. And your last name? How do you say it?
Ayabar.
Wow, I would have fucking butchered that. That was romantic. Damn. All right. Before we get going, I didn't tell you this before we started, but last night I found out a really good friend of mine that I grew up with got hit on his motorcycle, and he's no longer with us.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was super fucking crazy to find out about, but rest in peace, Scott. This won't be out for another 2 weeks, but I love you. I'll miss you. So
my condolences. I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's it's so hard to wrap your brain around something that can just happen, you know?
I've had same thing happen about 1.5 years ago. Galvan, his name was George Galvan, but I called him Galvan.
Mm-hmm.
He was home on leave from Okinawa,
mm-hmm.
And he was going to see his wife in California, and on the way home he got hit by a drunk driver, and they couldn't release the name because apparently he was a minor that hit him.
Shit.
So and that was it. And I remember when that hit me hard.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrible. So I definitely get that.
Yeah, man. It's just that. I mean, it's such a weird place because you never really expect it, but you expect it even less when it fucking does happen.
Yeah,
For some reason, it seems to be just so confusing
when it hits.
It's such
closer to home when you know that person.
It's such a crazy point in a moment, but. Yeah, I was at the concert last night, standing in line for the porta potty, and I got that message. And I was like just trying my best just to keep it together.
Oh, jeez.
It's fucking crazy, man, but I feel for anybody that has to go through that, and it's normal. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
It does. It happens.
Happens to everybody.
It happens.
But moving forward, it's going to be a good day.
It's the Lord's Day.
It's the Lord's Day. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Do you go to church?
Hell no.
I was like, after the talk we just had, do you go to church?
Not at all. Absolutely not.
That's fucking good.
Well, what do they call them? Creasters? Christmas and Easter?
Oh.
You know, if I, one of those. Only go to church on twice a year.
That's fucking funny.
My mom would be like, you want to go to church? No.
Not
It's
really.
Easter. All right, fine.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. Oh, yeah, you go to, like, the Christmas morning service or something?
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before.
When they got free food?
Makes
Perfect.
you feel better.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Makes you...
I did something right.
Get it all out, everything you did this past year, in one day.
Exactly. This makes me a better person.
Just streamline it. You don't have to go every Sunday.
Oh, God. One good time counts.
Yeah, that's it. If you go twice a year, perfect.
That's fucking good.
Even better.
So, are you originally... You're not from here, are you?
No.
You're from Cali?
Yes. I was born in Long Beach.
Just like the rest of us.
Born in Long Beach. went up to San Diego, then to North Carolina, then back to San Diego.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, my stepdad was in the Marine Corps, so he got stationed at Cherry Point, and we were in a small town called Havelock, North Carolina.
Havelock.
Yeah, I hated that place.
That sounds like a place I wouldn't like either.
Yeah, we moved in the military housing there in the middle of summer, and the ACs were not installed yet.
Oh my god!
And coming from San Diego, it's like 85, 87 degrees and sunny. I'm going to North Carolina where it's like 110 and 100% humidity.
I was gonna say all the humidity.
Yeah.
Damn. So is that kind of it's 2 steps in the right direction, but is that what started your military idea?
So my stepdad definitely had a huge part in that because of the lessons that he would teach me. He was chaotic, to say the least, but he did teach me a lot of lessons. There was a method to the madness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He this hit me the other day too. One of them that came back. I was actually driving to work. I think it was about a week and a half ago. And this cop pulls up next to me, and he looks at me, and I'm like, what's he looking at me for? And I realized, I was like, oh shit, my registration's been out since March.
Whoops.
Yeah. And he lipped the word, registration, and I just gave him the little money sign and shrugged my shoulders like, this dude's about to impound my car.
Yeah, this is it.
He just looked at me, and I'm pretty sure he saw the badge around my neck, and he knew I was kind of going to work or coming back from, because it was 2. I worked night shift, and he just waved me off, and I was like, holy fuck. And the lesson that my dad taught me, like this was like in 2006, 2007, we were driving down the street. My dad said crazy shit all the time. He said, you see that guy on the corner right there? And it was a homeless guy with a sign. And he's like, most of us, we're a paycheck away from holding that same sign. He's like, remember that. And as a kid, I'm like, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
Like,
what does that mean?
And then the financial crisis hit in 2008.
Bro, that's so true. It's deep.
It just says random shit like that to me all the time.
That's kind of fucked up.
When I was a kid.
when I was
it's traumatizing. But I thought back and I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. I almost got my car impounded, and that could have been me.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
That's no way to get to work. Not Ubering to work. There's no way.
Nope.
Too many bills.
Was your how long? No, where do I start? You said your mom and your stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know you talk to your biological, right?
That's a tricky one. I wouldn't say talk to,
but you have communication.
I have communication.
It's fucking weird because I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm guessing by the last name, but he pops up as my people you might know.
Yeah, he's on my Facebook
pretty fucking often, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's on there. Yeah, you'll see it. It's a really unique last name.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason I'm like, it's got to be his fucking bio.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. He does pop up on there from time to time.
When did they split?
So they split. We were still living in San Diego, and I was a freshman in high school. So 2008 or 9 is when they parted ways. Around there.
That's pretty late. That's enough to make an impact.
Yeah, 2008 or 9, and it was right when I was going into high school, and I didn't give a. I mean, you think back on it, it's like worst part of my life, but a lot of people, especially back then, were going through some rough times. Yeah. 2008, 2009. Yeah, that was terrible for a lot of people.
Big transitionary point.
We were fortunate enough to live on base housing, because everyone's houses went under during that crisis, but ours didn't, obviously, because Uncle Sam was there paying for it. But
yeah.
The strain was enough to where they separated, and I went into high school just not giving a shit. F's and D's, freshman and sophomore.
Fuck you.
I was planning on dropping out, like from the get-go, from freshman year. I was like, I'll just go here and not give a fuck. I didn't drink. I didn't even smoke weed.
Damn.
I just didn't give a fuck about anything. And then woke up one day, I think I was a junior, and I was like, I'm going to try smoking pot. So, let's add that. But, what's funny is I started smoking weed, and it actually, I actually started studying more. and I got back into my schoolwork.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I enjoyed it.
I feel like you've told me this story before.
So I started going to school high, and then I was like, and I started engaging more.
What the fuck?
It took my mind off of what was going on back home.
Oh, I see.
So I have a really strange relationship with marijuana. It did help me. I graduated high school with like a 3.2,
Mm-hmm.
and I had F's and D's through freshman and sophomore year. But I smoked weed, went to summer school, and then senior year comes around and I graduate. But I kept smoking weed. That's the problem. I kept smoking weed. I didn't have a plan after that. So then I was like, I need to put this shit down.
Right.
Because it helped me get through this area of my life, but it's not going to help me get through. Now I got to get a job or go to school.
Yeah, now you got to prove that you don't.
So I started going to college for a little bit online, and this is when nobody knew about how bad we were getting fucked with college debt. Like, I saw the first semester, and I'm in almost 20,000 deep in debt.
20 fucking what?
So I dropped out, impulse decision, and I walked down the street to the recruiting office, and I was like, I want in.
Just let's do
I want to sign my paperwork right now.
What'd they say?
She's like, oh yeah, let's get you in.
Oh fuck.
Oh dude, they don't give a fuck. They have a quota to make. She's like, you're gonna sign right now? I was like, I don't give a shit. Give me whatever paperwork you got.
Right.
I want to start the process.
Holy shit,
and
dude.
then I was shipped out 3 months later.
Damn. Okay. Easy as that.
It was an impulse decision, but I don't regret it.
I was gonna say you don't
I
feel
don't
bad
regret
about it.
No, it helped me out a lot. It did help me get through my foot in the door and get some sort of a foundation in my life.
Yeah. That's
And
crazy. How long were you a Marine?
4 years. I did my 4 and I got out.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing crazy.
Well, I mean,
Went overseas. It was a good time.
I was gonna say nothing crazy. For who? Some of the shit that I've heard.
I had some good times out there.
Yeah.
Okinawa was fun. Australia was I don't remember half of it.
A little too much booze.
Yeah.
Did you? And I don't mean to be any form of disrespect, but did you see any action or?
No. I didn't serve any combat
Okay.
or anything like that. I went to I was in Okinawa that was my home base, 4th Marine Division, 4th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division, and then was in Guam, the Philippines, Australia, and there was one more, but I can't remember. No combat zones.
That's what would have been. What would you have been called for if there was combat?
So our unit was there specifically for since Okinawa's right off that peninsula of it's near the Rocket Man.
Yeah.
So and we did have a couple scares, I guess. I remember the sirens going off. And after like the 3rd time, nobody gave a fuck because it was just one of those things where he was testing nukes.
Mm.
Wasn't launching them at us, but we had a couple sirens go off a couple times and mustered just as part of our training goes and the drills go, but nothing happened,
That's crazy. It's stuff that normal people don't really think about. You would never consider people being stationed in Japan.
Because that's not where our current conflict is.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it's not the point of focus.
And what a lot of people don't realize is that those points of contention, they change like constantly, all the time.
Mm.
Now it's Ukraine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, huh? We're all worried about that shit now.
Japan's just doing just fine.
He's like, I can tell you, they're good.
They're good.
They're gonna make it.
They're good. They're. But I did get to travel a lot there. I saw a lot. I did get to go to a lot of memorials to kind of see on my off time. I went to, I don't know if you saw that movie, Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, I love that.
I went
It's
to
a great
that.
movie.
I went to that ridge.
Really?
And I saw it in person.
Holy shit.
It is fucking insanity. I cannot believe that man funneled down like 80 personnel.
Right.
Over 80 personnel up and down that thing.
Did you get to go up and see?
No, I didn't get to go up it. There's a memorial down at the bottom.
Gotcha.
And it makes sense it being right there. It's just to look up at it.
It's got to be terrifying.
It's terrifying. Like I couldn't even imagine like going back up there every time, popping your head back up while getting shot at,
right,
and trying to rescue more people.
Wasn't that like he was going through battle, fighting, getting people out, right?
Yeah, he was a very devout. I think he was a Baptist, or if I get this wrong, I'll probably butcher it, but I can't remember exactly. But he was some He was a devout religious man.
I remember
he didn't want to carry a weapon.
Didn't want to carry guns.
And he actually got wavered in to do that. And at first, his buddy saw him as a liability. And one of them actually was like, first thing I'm doing when we get out there is he threatened him. He's like, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to kill you with friendly fire.
Oh, my God.
Because he's like, you need to pick up a gun and cover my ass.
Right.
But he proved himself that day, and they didn't fucking talk shit after that.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, I taught my hat off to that man.
It'd be crazy to see, like, the other side and just still see if the land shows remnants of battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a memorial for the Japanese down there, too.
Is there?
It's in Okinawa. And he actually saved, there was like 1 or 2 Japanese personnel he brought down, POWs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he gave medical attention to one of them and evac'd another. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure he did that.
I'm sitting here trying to fucking remember his name.
I'm trying to remember his name, too.
But I can't. Yeah, I suppose we got...
Something Dawson, I think? Trying to remember.
I think, yeah, that sounds right. That was such a good movie. Such a good depiction of what a true hero can be.
Yeah, and seeing it in person was...
whew!
It was eye-opening.
Well, it takes... Because all we see is... We see these fucking movies and they're dramatic replicas of, a true story. But I think it'd be cool as fuck to be able to go see...
It was... And seeing, like, Shuri Castle, things like that. I don't know if you've ever heard of Shuri Castle. That was another big World War II site.
It sounds familiar.
It was an old castle that we took, but there was a big battle that happened there.
Was this is probably a really stupid question.
Desmond Doss.
There you go. That's what it was.
Desmond T. Doss.
This is probably kind of a stupid question because it's a fucking movie. But was there any point in that movie where they actually used the real ridge?
I think I saw it. Did I see the ridge before or after the movie came out? I can't remember.
Is it close?
You know what? I can't remember.
I wouldn't expect it.
I mean, with this day and age, they could go out there, take a couple photos of it. Boom, you got your green screen AI right there. Bam.
Yeah, see, that's how dumb I am.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Make your next adventure epic and hurry in now for great deals. And now, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE for $389 a month for 24 months with $5,399 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution, a lease request, or capital. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Leftovers. Or the DMV.
Number 97.
Or house cleaning. Or
Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I forget about computers.
I forget about CGI.
Yeah, dude, I fucking totally do. You could literally recreate anything with CGI.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it was probably the real one. Duh. They just made it look like it. Stupid. Green screen with a ladder. Got it.
Yep. And we're off.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, there's a show, if you and I'm surprised it doesn't include him in there, but it's called Medal of Honor on Netflix, and it gives you some breakdowns of some pretty wild shit.
Really?
Yeah. Some pretty wild people that have served.
Damn. Those are some of my favorite stories of some of the real badasses,
Yeah.
The real heroes.
And most of the time when you receive that medal, you're not alive.
I've heard that.
Yeah, like 90% of them, you're not alive. But the ones that do, it's crazy to see because the majority of them are deceased.
Mm-hmm.
In battle.
Kind of fucking honor is that? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
It's the highest honor you can
I
get.
know, and a lot of people take a lot of honor in being able to die in battle, and having that honor is a big. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, in World War II, there was the Buffalo Warriors. I
remember that.
The segregated black division.
Yeah.
There was I forget his name, but there was a black soldier that he was put in for the Medal of Honor at the time, and they were like, no, he's black. We're going to give him, I think it was a Navy Cross. And his mom was like, nah, she threw that shit away. And it took literally like 25 years later, and they recognized him as getting the medal. They re-reviewed his what he did, and they were like, no, this guy deserves the Medal of Honor.
Fuck yeah.
So they brought his family out and they recognized it. 25 years later, though.
Yeah, it took him a couple years.
Yeah, just a few.
Damn, man. So, how old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 here pretty quick.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought you were a lot younger.
Really?
Yeah. You're not far behind me, which is crazy.
I think it's because I shaved.
You always look super young.
I'll be 30 on the 20th.
Jeez.
I know.
Big plans?
Hurting more.
That's a good assumption, because that's probably what's going to happen.
I need to take some vitamins here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That dirty 30 is going to treat you right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing with all of our family.
Fuck, they're gonna. I'm gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different night.
Yeah,
man. So when was the end of your Marine career?
So I got out in 2017, February.
Damn, it's so recent.
I know. It seems like it seems so far away, but at the same time, it seems like it was yesterday because of this whole fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
Like I feel like everything before 2019, I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't.
Like we just reset.
It stopped time.
Yeah.
And it fucking put us all in this weird fucking place.
It's like it blacked out in 2018, and I remember saying this to Dev. It's like 2019 is gonna be our year. It's fucking,
I fucked
that's
up.
the last thing I remember from that fucking year, man.
You're like, maybe this is my fault.
I shouldn't have fucking said that.
Maybe I shouldn't have fucking said that. Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, I remember saying that. I remember us going in on that.
That's fucking great.
Saturdays for the boys. I remember that was right before it too.
That was a big thing.
Yep.
Man. Yeah, I mean, 2017 was 6 years ago, which, again, I can't move past the pandemic thing.
Yeah,
it just stopped everything.
I remember the day that I got out and the day coming back home. And then from that point on, up until the pandemic, I don't remember shit. Such a blur.
Damn.
Such a blur.
Oh, man. So, where do you work now?
So, I work for L3 Harris. It's a military contractor. We do I'm in production, so I work on night vision goggles, specifically. So...
Boy, I did not see that coming. That's much cooler than my job.
It's not as cool as you think. It is a production job. So I work on the cathodes, the little eyeball part, basically, that shoots out those infrared rays. So we do measurements, grind and polish on those. We do lapping machines just to get the measurements like nice and neat before they get shipped out and put into their containers or the NODs, NODs. But we send that out to another company. But L3 Harris is just another big military contractor. They do fire. I think they do optics. They have some firearms, and they do military satellites, stuff like that.
You're one fucking bad call away from being a war pig.
Yeah, I know, dude. I've been on Uncle Sam for fucking a while now. Like I can't find my way out of it.
No.
Yeah, like I got out.
You're tied to it for a while.
So, yeah, my first job was car detailing under the mall in Mission Valley.
Shit.
Like $10 an hour, and that was dope.
$10 an hour?
Yeah, in cash every day.
Back in the day?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day at the end of my shift, I'd get paid in cash, and then the tips were split. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And then straight to the military. Got out. Worked at Jared's for like a year, and then boom, Honeywell. Boom, L3 Harris.
I forgot you did that stint in Honeywell.
Yeah, I did about a year at Honeywell, and then left, and then I started working on cell phone towers too.
I do. Yeah, I remember that. That's what your fucking pictures are.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a climber for 2 years.
Damn. Cell phone towers?
I saw some wild shit, like, traveling around Arizona and Utah and Wyoming doing that, too.
You've got a wild perspective.
It was nuts.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
I had to quit that job because I had a couple close calls, though. Like, I got complacent. It got scary a moment when I was in Utah, and it was -17. We were like 200 feet on the tower.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We had just drove 16 hours from here to the border of Wyoming and Utah. And I was on the tower, and I was already pretty damn tired. And it's cold as shit.
Frozen.
You know, I'm freezing.
Fuck.
Forgot to tie off at one point.
Oh, shit.
And I was moving across a face, and then I was like, I feel like my Y-back. A Y-back is a strap from your back that ties off to something.
Your harness,
I was like, I feel like my Y-back isn't this long. And I look back, and I look down, I'm like, oh, they're on me. They're not on anything on this tower right now. So I slowly just wrap my arm around the tower real quick, bring my Y back up, boom, snap it on, and I was like, I was untied up at 200 feet on a cell phone tower for about 35 seconds. That may not seem like a long time.
Well, that could have been the end of it.
That could have been the end of it right there.
You find one step that's got some ice on it.
Yeah, and you're done.
That's over. Yeah, you don't have a choice.
You're done. So one of the guys there was like, he was this guy from Boston. He was one of our crane operators. He goes, yeah, if you're not 100% tied off, you better be 100% holding on.
That's great. Oh, shit.
Oh, shout out to Nick. Love that guy.
So what's your, so you're doing the optical shit now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing that now.
You plan on staying with that for a while?
Maybe for a little bit while longer. But my plan now, since I am cutting ties with this house and all the stress that it's brought along with it during the pandemic, it's too much house for me, and I bought it at the wrong time with the wrong person. It's my house, but
I got you.
I kind of got led down that path, and I don't think I was ready for it. But now that I am selling it and I'm getting rid of it, and I'm not going to be tied down to that, I want to go up to Yavapai College and do the gunsmithing program that they have out there.
Oh, I feel like that'd be fitting.
I mean, I love my guns.
Yeah, I know. I do know that.
I want to go, and it's the only college in the United States that gives you an accredited Associates of Applied Science in gunsmithing. The rest are technical schools or trade schools. I mean, like SDI.
And as much as as much as I love like trade schools because I being a mechanic and all that,
right?
They can be beneficial in that degree.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
But if you can go through a big college and get the same credit,
it's a 2-year program.
Yeah,
and they have a facility outside the college because obviously you got to have guns in there to work to learn. And it was pretty crazy getting a laundry list of guns that I need to go back to school.
You're like, all right.
Kind of bad taste, but
is this one legal?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
But they told me, and I took a tour of the facility a while back, and they have mills and lathes, and they have really good instructors there.
Really?
All the tools that you need. All they need you to bring are the guns, and everything else they already got. And they said the more busted they are, the better, because they're going to teach you how to fix all that shit. And it's a 2-year program. So that's a long time.
I got to be honest with you. The first thing that comes to mind is like, how busted is busted? What are we talking about here?
They said anything from pitted rust to busted stock. They do all kinds of stuff there. Just busted. If it's missing parts, cool. That's fine. You don't have a firing pin, you don't have a spring, you don't have this or that, your spring's busted. I think the final there is to create a rifle and a pistol from scratch. They teach you how to put all that together, serialize it through a FFL dealer, and you get your own FFL license. But they teach you all that, put it together, and then if it fires at the range at Ben Avery's, they take you to Ben Avery's. That's your final.
Great.
Your final's going to the range,
yeah,
and making sure your shit works.
Feels like it could be catastrophic.
Yeah, I'm sure they do their inspections of everything firsthand.
Somebody fucks up enough, the bullet goes backwards. Yeah. You're like, well, we're gonna have to let you go.
But
you just killed the instructor. I'm sure that's impossible. By the way.
Oh man, I hope that's never happened there. But it seems like something I want to do, and because I have the GI Bill, I mean, why not? I mean, I'd be getting paid to go to school, and it's getting paid for.
Is it like financially a good buy-in?
It depends on your. I mean, yes, because even if you're going to a trade school or wherever you want to go, they'll pay for your tuition. They'll give you a book stipend for I think it's $1,000 a year extra, and then you get what's called BAH, basic housing allowance. So depending on where the school is located that you're going, then the government will base off the living costs there, and they'll give you a monthly payment. So I think there I'd be getting around $12 to $13 a month, which it's not bad. It's doable, especially when my tuition's paid for, and and all my books are paid for, and all that stuff's paid for.
Yeah,
and I can just get like a part-time job and just do that.
What area? You said Yavapai.
Yavapai, yeah.
So where is that?
Yavapai is up near.
I feel like I should know this.
I think it's up north, if I'm correct.
Oh, you know what it is, because they have
They have that national park out there.
Well,
too.
Yavapai sheriffs used to crawl around Prescott Valley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Prescott.
Yeah.
Prescott.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Fuck it. I don't Prescott.
Prescott.
I try not to be the Arizona stigma.
Yeah.
Prescott.
It's up near Prescott.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it sounds like you're hitting the big red reset button right now.
Yes, and it's because I've been tied down to this debt that I have, and this house being sold is going to help that a lot. You know, get me a new car.
You gonna throw a chunk at it?
What's that?
You gonna throw a chunk at your debt?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. And that school shit.
My debt will be wiped.
Oh really?
Yes. There goes $25,000.
Oh damn.
Gone.
Perfect.
And then new car, and then from there, that's it. I'm on my way to do what I want. Now, I'll probably keep this job for a little while and stay there for a minute until I can get all my schooling stuff in order. Talk to some VA reps.
The hardest part is just following through.
Yeah, I know. And being a student, again, at 30, fuck.
It's a fuck.
I've been fucking climbing towers and shooting guns. Now I got to sit down and read a book.
I think if I had...
No, it'll be fine. I'll be working with guns.
If I had an opportunity to do something that would revamp my idea of what I wanted to do, then I would probably take it.
Yeah.
But
this is an opportunity for me to be in that position and be in it comfortably too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're getting a lot taken care of for you.
And if I don't use that GI Bill within 15 years from 2017 of getting out until, whenever that ends,
just goes away?
It's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
If you do not use it within the post 9/11, if you don't use it within 15 years, that benefit doesn't exist anymore.
Post 9/11.
That's what it's called.
Oh god. It's the irony. Sorry. Wow. Damn, man. That's crazy. I didn't know you had that much stuff going on.
It's been this past 2 years have been a roller coaster for me. So financially, it's been rough. But I've been pulling through, and I've been a bit distant from most family and friends to try and focus on just getting through it. But I'm right there. I'm right there.
You're inching on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm loading up the shotgun to bust through that hinge.
Oh,
through
God.
that and then breach and clear. I'm right there. I can see the light. I can see the light.
Fuck. Well, I'm going to call you out a little bit here.
Okay.
We got caught up on your life story, which I've never heard. Super interesting.
My bad if I rambled.
No, I'm not being sarcastic at all. I love it. This is part of the reason why I like to be able to sit down and talk with even family, friends, guests, because the reality of what we're doing here is I've known you for a while, but I don't know shit about you. Well, I do now.
I know. We've always been together at family functions.
Yeah.
And see each other in passing.
Doodle. You gotta...
He's trying to be a cuddle bug.
I know. He wants to...
Oh, Jesus.
We call him Podcast Puppy because he loves to be in here. Lay down, dummy. We've always functioned and been at the family events and everything like that, but I just never really knew anything about you. I will say, and this is what I said I'm going to call you out. You are being a pain in the ass, Doodle. Get down. You, in my eyes, I've kind of always felt like, just by the little conversation that I have had with you and talking to you, I feel like I get a really strong feeling that there is so much more that you want to say.
Right.
That you don't say.
No. Yeah.
And I can tell, like, even, like, for some...
Leftovers or the DMV
Number 97
or house cleaning or Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Leftovers Or the DMV.
Number 97.
Or house cleaning. Or
Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Reason this sounds dumb, and I'm sorry, but I just say what I feel.
You're good.
Just by looking at you, and like when I talk to you and I look in your eyes and shit, I feel like there's a story, and I don't know why that is. But I've always felt like
we all have our stories.
Yeah, I know, but you just remind me of somebody that has. We go to these fucking family functions, and we all. Well, I do. I can't speak for you. I put on this facade, because we can't. I don't feel like I couldn't have a halfway serious conversation with most of the people in our family.
Put on a face.
Right. And
I get it.
Yeah. Well, that's because I see the same thing off you.
Yeah.
Every fucking time we go certain places.
You're right.
I just feel like I'm not seeing Joey, and I don't know what that means.
No, that's Joey that you see at the party for sure. That's me. Like I get crazy, but that's not all of it either. You know what I mean? That's just Party Joe.
Right. That's Party Joe.
But
do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I get when I get low. There's a certain point when you get low, and I think Sheldon was talking about this when I was listening to you guys last week. But you get low, and you're feeling bad, but you still have that energy to go out. You still have that energy to kind of go see friends and whatnot. But if you stay in that frequency, that low frequency, and you're doing that at the same time, you can only keep it up for so long until you just don't have that energy anymore, and then you can't keep that face on anymore.
Right.
So then you come back, and the weekend hits, and you're like, all I want to do is fucking sleep. I gotta go to work. All I want to do is just chill. I don't want to respond to anything.
I think at the core of what you're kind of expressing right now is like, it's like your Band-Aid. This is your solution.
Yes.
Trying to figure out how to get out of this funk.
And I'm figuring it out. Like, it's happening. I've been low these past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pretty fucking low with my financial situation.
I feel.
So I kind of distance, because when I have a problem, I don't want to put that problem in front of other people to see. So what I'll end up doing is just completely retracting and focus on that first and foremost before I try to do anything else. And even though I want to, sometimes some days I can't find myself to get up and go out fucking and do it.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I feel it's super interesting to hear how different people cope with different mechanisms.
I don't think it's healthy.
You don't?
No, I don't. But it's how I do it.
See, and that's interesting that you say you don't think it's healthy. I'm not a professional. I'm not qualified by any
I'm
means.
not either. I've never been to therapy.
But the way that I try to deal with it, it bites me in the ass every fucking time.
How do you deal with it?
I just dude, shit happens, and I try when people ask me, because I'm not good at hiding my shit at all. So if somebody asks me what's wrong or what's going on, then for some fucking reason I trust them enough to tell them what's going on. And if it's somebody that's super close to me, some of our family, whatever the case may be, it's always treated like it's a naive mistake or
it gets brushed off.
It gets brushed off, or I'm the idiot, or.
So then what you'll... I'm sorry, continue.
No, I don't really fully understand how it gets perceived and misconstrued in the ways that it does, but it always ends the same way. It always ends with, I feel dumb.
And then you don't want to open up to that person anymore.
But that's the part where I get twisted, because I always end up doing it again. Because I trust.
Mm-hmm.
I want to believe and trust that regardless of how you treated me last time in this conversation, if you ask me sincerely again, then maybe things have changed.
Right.
but it never does.
It's not that I don't trust family, and I get where you're coming from. It's that I just don't want to put that in front of them. Like, I just have never, I don't know, I've always kept everything inside, just kind of, nobody else needs to deal with this right now.
See, when you say it like that I can tell you will fucking blow up in your face.
I know.
He's like, I'm aware, thanks. Because I was guilty of doing that for so long, man.
It's hard to get out of the habit of doing it.
It is, because like you just said, you don't,
no,
it's not necessary. You don't feel like it's necessary, but it always...
I mean, I know it's probably cathartic too, and it will help, and it's probably healthy too, but I don't want to fucking, like, trauma dump on somebody.
Yeah.
Like, all my shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I know that's what, you know, good friends are for, and that's what family's for, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but that's my family. Those are my friends, and I don't want to be that guy that's all fucked up, you know, always talking about this or always dumping this on you.
See, when I do shit like that, I'm always worried about judgment after the fact.
That's what I'm worried about too.
The next time I see him, I'm like, oh, great, they probably think I'm a fucking mess right now.
Yeah, because the self-talk is already fucked.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So then when you're self-talking yourself like shit, and then now you're starting to think about other people's thoughts about you as soon as you tell them something, and then it can just tumble.
It's a fucking slippery slope, man. I try to convince myself, because every time I've looked into this a little bit farther, for one, it's been kind of a funny outcome, but I try to figure out, you know, how much judgment, if there is judgment, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, I find that they're not even really thinking about it. You know what I mean? So essentially what I'm saying is it's me overthinking.
Right. You overanalyze.
Yeah, 100% overanalyze.
Me too.
And it's fucking...
overanalyze little shit.
It's so... I do too, but it's fucking painful.
It is.
And trying to figure out how to not do that is beyond me.
It's rough.
It's super rough.
It's like me and Dev saying... I remember this saying, shout out to Dev, just I fucking have been raw dogging life.
Dude.
Straight raw dog.
Yeah. 100%. And I don't know... That's the fucking part, is I don't know how else we're supposed to be doing this.
You know what was crazy? When I was in my service, and, you know, stuff like that came up, when we would tell each other things, it was easier because we were all in the same position at the time. You know what I mean?
You can kind of relate.
Everybody was living, shitting, breathing, and sleeping with each other. Not like that, but
you
know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So we saw each other, like, 24/7, basically. We were a unit. And so when people would have problems, it was immediately addressed. Your brother would have your back no matter what it was. I always had people that had my back. I always had other people's backs. Anything that it was. And I find that once you're out of that and you get used to that, because 4 years of going through that and knowing those people and getting that close with...
Well, 4 years of just going through that and only that.
Yeah,
every day, day in and day out.
It becomes a lifestyle.
Right.
And then when you get out, you come back and it's like, oh yeah.
I was going to ask...
That ain't there no more.
I was going to ask you a little bit about something that you said earlier. It's a kind of a funny reference that I've been noticing when you talk to somebody who's done service is... they refer to the end of their time as, they say, getting out.
Getting out.
The same way...
Oh, yeah. You're a prisoner, but they give you an M16. It's great.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And neither situations you're conditioned to go back into normal life.
Right. They give you a transition period of, what is it? They give you like a 2-week class.
Oh, a 2-week class?
Yeah. For someone that goes through, like, not me, I'm saying, because I didn't go to combat or anything, but somebody that goes through combat, or somebody that's done more than 4, 8, 12, 20 years, you know, retiring, going to 2-week class, getting out, that's a big thing, because it was big for me getting used to that from the ages of 19 to 24.
Right.
Like, I was young, you know, I was 19. I
That's
didn't know shit about life.
Yeah.
And then coming into that, and then I'm almost, you know, I'm 24, getting out and coming back in to start it all over again. Into it in a new world where I was used to being told what to do, where to go, exactly what lane to stay in.
Yeah.
Fucking how to tie your shoes.
I can only imagine you're just like, the fuck do we do now?
Yeah. It was confusing.
Right.
And that was only 4 years. I can only imagine for people that have done multiple years in combat or have done a full 20 and get out. Like, it's woo.
Career military?
Yeah.
Like, lifetime career military?
One of my boys is going down that path. Fulmer, he's got 3 kids. Had all 3 in Japan.
Oh, God.
While we were out there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he's staying in. He lives with his wife up in Hemet, but he's a lifer. He's a lifer.
Mm-hmm.
He's staying in. He ain't getting out.
He doesn't want to?
I mean, he can't. You got 3 kids.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
He was a drill instructor for a while, and I remember it was crazy. Like, when he got that B-billet, he's like, yeah, I'm going to be a DI. And I was like, what? He's this white kid from Florida. Like, I love him to death. I love him to death. And he was a skinny white dude from Florida, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to be a DI. And this was when I got out. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought you were going to go the route of recruiter. Some of those people that do that, you'd never imagine they go the certain route that they go.
Right.
But he did it. He was fucking awesome at it, too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture, like, some people that I know being a drill instructor just screaming.
I was like, you fucking did it. You fucking did it. That's awesome. And he did. I think he went through 6 or 7 cycles. Meaning he trained 6 to 7 platoons.
God damn.
Yeah, of Marines.
Holy shit. Is that what he's still doing to this day?
No, so you only do that for a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay.
Because it's physically fucking exhausting.
Drill instructing?
Yes. You're there like 24/7.
Oh, I suppose if you're making them get up early and stay late, you're going to be earlier and
later.
later.
You have to look like a fucking machine in front of those kids.
Yeah.
When we're in, you never see them eat, you never see them sleep. You never see any of that. They're always up before you.
Mm-hmm.
They're always watching over when they're up when you're going to sleep.
I never thought about that.
Oh, dude, you think of them as like fucking machines when you're in. When I got there, I was like, what the fuck did I get myself into, man?
For real. That's fucking bizarre. That's a unique perspective right there.
Yeah, it was nuts. As soon as I walked through those doors, as soon as I set foot on those steps, I was like, I made a mistake.
I fucked up. I fucked up. Can we go back?
Can we go back?
Oh, shit, man.
We got through it. Good times.
So, well, I mean, I really appreciate you opening up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
It was nice, too. I don't really often.
You know, nobody does.
Yeah, but I'm almost there. I'm gonna get back on that fucking horse again because literally these past 2 years have been really rough.
In doing this and in talking to different people and hearing different stories, I find my thoughts conflicted and scared. I say that because I'm so terrified of doing the amount of work that I've done thus far, and the amount of shit that I'm trying to accomplish now. With, like you said, at any given instant, it could be right back to ground zero.
Right back to ground zero.
I'm gonna kick your ass, dog.
But that's part of that life, that blue collar shit, man.
Dude, I know, and I don't want to say it freaks me out, but it sure as fuck keeps me in check.
Yeah.
It sure as fuck keeps me in check because at this point, I don't know if at this moment, I don't know that I'd want to do it all over again.
I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, that life.
Yeah.
And I know that, I mean, dude, I was having the time of my life working as a tower guy, a climber.
Mm-hmm.
I had that sense of camaraderie with my coworkers that
Right.
you don't get anywhere else. And it reminded me of the Marine Corps because we were always on the road together. It was like 4 or 5 of us at a time. And it was construction.
You know, I do. That is something to be desired. For me, anyway. I wish that there was. I think it'd be helpful if I had that.
That camaraderie.
Yeah. I don't have it at work at all.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's bizarre how separated and singled out everybody is.
I don't have that at my work currently either.
Yeah.
It's gone. Nobody fucking talks to each other at that plant.
Right.
Nobody.
I guess I shouldn't say that. Because at the end of the day, if something is needed, then somebody will
step in and
help a little bit. But it's all the steps before that.
Yeah.
The small talk and the general talk, the general in and out day to day.
Yeah.
That shit is.
I do miss that.
Well, I'm talking about it's kind of fucking discouraging.
The small talk all before?
Yeah, because it's like none of it's real conversation.
Oh, you can tell that it's not real.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the real, like...
I wish it was real, man.
Yeah.
We're there for 13 hours a day. I don't want to sit here and fucking talk shit to you. You know?
Yeah, there's that.
I'm talking to a Marine about talking shit. I'm not going to win this call.
No, you're good. No, we definitely had our banter and like back and forth shit talking, but
Yeah.
there was times where we covered each other's asses, like at that job where it was needed. You know, somebody fucking got sick and we cover them, and it was like, hey man, you're good, dude. Just take day off. I ain't gonna tell him you're not here. Just go home, because like Carlton got to know, like
Right.
he ain't here. So you go. You've been fucking. You put in 75 hours this week. Go home.
It would just be nice to know that when push comes to shove, that you are good and you are covered.
Right.
And just don't ever feel that. But again, I think this is also part of me saying I'm still keeping myself in check. I don't. I say everything that I just said, but on the same token, I don't know how comfortable I would be getting comfortable at a job.
It would scare you?
I feel like it would scare me, because then I would be one of those guys that would start taking advantages, and you get comfortable and you're like,
let it slip.
Yeah, I got this. I got this. It's fine. Everything's fine. But you can't see how bad you're really fucking up.
That's the one thing you can't do in the civilian world that you can do in the military world. We had a pair of boxing gloves by the door.
Oh God!
So when somebody had a fucking problem or something like that arise, they'd go out back and beat the shit out of each other, and then they'd shake hands, and it was done.
Yeah, get it done.
Civilian world, you go to jail for assault.
Yeah, you don't. There's no outlets here.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there is. It's just his name is Jack.
We called it percussive therapy.
Percussive therapy. I love that. Oh shit.
But no, I get where you're coming from with that, and I get that. You don't want to get too comfortable with people in a job, because first of all, you don't know that person. You don't want to dive right into it right away,
right.
Because if you're wanting a deeper relationship, and then you also work with this person, there is the high possibility, because people are shitty, to get taken advantage of.
People are super shitty, and
but don't be so guarded that nobody fucking wants to be around you.
That's the other.
And it's hard to balance that out.
Fucking balance is so difficult, man. Well, just step on my guest, no biggie.
It's good.
Yeah, I've learned that finding a balance is so difficult, and it's a pain in the ass, because I find myself at work wanting so much more out of people, but I have to check it and say, like, these people really don't matter that much.
Just here for a check.
Be friendly.
Be cordial.
Laugh at the shit and walk away. So,
what is it that bothers you? That just certain things that they talk about, or?
Man, I just spend so much time with these people. I don't know. There's not a whole lot I could say right now that's not gonna make me sound like a giant pussy, but
it's just the natural drag through the day. Like
it is what it is. I spend, like I said, I spend 12, 13 hours a day with these motherfuckers, right. And at some point in time, it doesn't have to be every fucking day, but it would just be nice to have a regular ass conversation. Instead of the constant, continuous shit talking.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I don't mind it. I can feed it back. But it's like all the time, really.
All the time.
Fucking really. I'm bored.
Let's do something else.
You guys are fucking killing me. There's sometimes where it happens and I walk away like, oh God, again. For fuck's sake. Are you a fucking robot? Do you know how to English?
Oh man, we had our banter too, man. And we did it a lot.
That's all good. Like I said, it's just a me thing. I've spent so much of my life in the blue collar and being a mechanic.
It gets old fast.
Tow truck driver, and I'm constantly surrounded by it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, we had some wild fucking conversations in the Marine Corps too about serious shit.
I was gonna say,
but at the same time, shit talking. It was so weird, the dynamic of how that stuff worked. Like nothing was off limits.
It's
nothing to talk about was off limits while we were in. It was fucking insane.
I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
We talked anywhere from fucking conspiracy theories to cat abortions. Who knows?
There you go. That was a scale right there. UFOs and cat abortions.
No, but
that's fair.
No, there was real conversations that I had with my brothers too, and when you're with them for that long, and the banter becomes natural,
right?
And it's not as annoying.
Well, you bring it up, and I'm actually surprised the way you brought it up, because you said that there's a fucking balance.
Yeah, there's a nice balance,
and that's fucking so encouraging. Like, if Marines can figure it out, what the fuck is your problem?
And we can barely count to 6. My favorite flavor of Crayola is green.
Oh my god, I love it.
But we can do it. It's not hard. But that's also because we lived, breathed, and just we were together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was very communal in a sense.
Yeah,
it was.
That's a beautiful thing to hear, man.
Because just imagine this: all your coworkers at work. What if when you started that job and they're like, "All right, guys, you are all gonna live under the same roof for 4 years and eat in the same areas, use the same kitchen stoves, whatever, use the same facilities, use the same showers.
Good luck
for 4 years.
Yeah.
So this is who you're living with. Good luck."
That's so.
Yeah. And then what would your outlook on that be? Is like, now I have to know these people. Now I'm forced to. Because it's not like you could just be like, I want to transfer units and go this way while we were in.
Yeah.
It was, you have to know these people now. So we did. And it became a mock-up family.
Damn. You know, of all the things...
I met country motherfuckers from Alabama who were black. I've met a cowboy Asian before. It's fucking crazy.
You know, of all the things that I'd be scared of going into the military, that would probably be in my top 3.
Really? That fact alone?
Yeah.
You don't realize it at the time when you join. You don't.
No, I know, and that's what freaks me out even more, is I wouldn't have never thought about it.
You're forced to. You're forced to know those people.
See, this is one of my own internal conflicts, is there's some days where I don't like being myself, because I don't fucking have the patience for people anymore. And when you're shoved into a tuna can with them...
Yeah. Well, you end up being yourself regardless, because you can't hold that up for 4 years straight living with the same people all the time. It's not possible.
I would for sure be labeled as an asshole. Because I'm going to rip you a new one. If I have to live with you...
There was guys like Fulmer who showed me his picture from high school, and I was like, you were that fucking kid? I would have never talked to you in high school, ever. But he's my best fucking bud.
That's cool.
Godfather of 2 of his kids. I was like, I would have never You were the kid that I avoided in high school. How the fuck are we best friends right now?
Right. It's funny to look back on shit like that.
Because everybody's uniformed. They're all doing the same. They all have the same mission. It's unified.
I guess, without really having the full experience, I guess I probably am speaking out of line, because, see, in my head, I'm living with everybody's... How many people did you live with?
Our unit was, what did we have? All of us under the same barracks, about 325.
Okay.
And I know by name.
In one house?
In one barracks building, yes.
That's how you guys...
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not seeing this correctly. So is it like a firefighter setup? Where there's one big kitchen?
So, yeah, there's community kitchens on each floor.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what? I can
think of like a really shitty college dorm that still has lead paint.
Well, gotta throw that in there, lead paint.
Because they were built in the 40s.
I've been to Luke Air Force.
Okay.
And I actually...
The Air Force has funding. We don't.
So it was much shittier than that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, because I did all the pool tables and all the barracks.
Oh, okay.
So...
They had... On fucking Air Force, man.
On all 3 floors.
Oh, fuck, man.
We did 13 pool tables on base.
Yeah, those motherfuckers. You know what we had in our barracks?
That was their community room.
You know what we had in our barracks?
What?
Black mold. That's what we had in our barracks.
Oh, my God. Black mold.
Yeah, those barracks were built in the 40s.
Oh, shit. So anyway, that's kind of the idea, I'm guessing.
So, yeah, so how
like bunch of dorm rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Air Force, sure. That's just grown-up college. But yeah, it's basically like that. You kind of have your little dorm rooms and shared showers. Like, so it was 2 per room, right? And then shared bathroom, and then there was 2 more over here, and those 4 would share that one bathroom. So that's how it was for us.
Those assholes probably had showers in every room.
Those motherfuckers.
I'm guessing.
They probably did.
I don't know, but just the way it was set up.
Came with a fucking free Dodge Charger or whatever the fuck. Like,
everybody gets a Charger. Oh, okay. So I understand. That's.
But yeah, there was over 300 heads in that building, and we pretty much knew each other by name.
That's a little different from what I was kind of thinking, and I think the other part of it is to say this lightly. Am I correct when I say like individuality kind of goes out the window?
It's pretty much gone.
Okay, so that was my concern, was living with that many individuals. But if you guys are all...
We all know... We're all one team. We have a unified goal.
It's all... But especially like as a Marine, you're trained, quote-unquote, like as one personality.
Yeah, one unit, one cohesive unit.
Well,
they're not trying to... You still have your individuality.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, now you're part of this organization that is telling you this comes first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
As a whole, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you don't have the opportunity... Your habits get left at the door.
Mm-hmm.
As an individual.
That's what boot camp's for.
Exactly.
They break you down.
Okay. See, this is where I'm headed. Is I don't have to deal with fucking people being messy.
No. Well...
There's
always, we always say that there's always fucking one.
There's always a motherfucker.
There's always one.
Yeah.
There's always that one private pile. There's always one that slips through the cracks.
Okay, fair enough.
So yes, but for the most part, no, you don't.
I think I'm, yeah, I could probably manage.
Yeah, some people, I think it was a great experience. I don't regret it. I didn't think I could fucking do it when I joined. I just did it. I was 145 fucking pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking was smoking weed prior to that and playing fucking Skyrim. Let's go.
I remember pictures of what you used to look like.
Yeah, man. I was fucking...
I actually think I remember seeing pictures of when your mom went and saw you when you were on leave.
Yeah.
So.
I was a tiny dude. I was really tiny.
With no fucking hair?
No hair. Now I'm about to get this mullet going.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like an actual mullet?
Oh, an actual mullet,
oh,
yeah.
God, I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. Well, you got the setup for it. Fuck. Oh, so interesting, man.
I figured my hairline's going, so I might as well grow my hair out, enjoy it while I can.
Talk to me about a hairline going.
Dude, you've seen mine.
I haven't.
Yeah, I showed it to you last time when we had that family function, dude.
Stop drinking.
It's gone.
No.
It is going.
Have you seen mine?
Yeah, you showed me yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
I was like, it's all right. Mine's going too.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
But, yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. Well, would you do this again?
I would love to do this again. I felt like I fucking talked my head off.
No.
It's pretty therapeutic.
Yeah. I'm glad. I love that reaction. So many people come into this apprehensive.
I was nervous when we canceled last Sunday. I was like, whew, okay, I can breathe a little bit. I was honestly like I took a breath.
Yeah.
Because I was so nervous. But I was like, I'm gonna wait for him to message me because he's probably busy. But in the back of my mind, I was like, let's just reschedule.
It's all good.
I was nervous, but I'm glad I did this.
Yeah. It's become one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love that you're doing it and you just keep fucking pushing forward, man. That's awesome.
I'm trying so hard. It's so hard to financially, mentally. It's fucking work, but
it's rough. But do you love it?
I love it.
Yeah, keep doing it.
For some fucking reason, man. Fuck. I guess you could say almost 2 years ago at this point. I don't know. It was literally like one day. Like I was never computer savvy to that point. I was never like into any of this shit.
Yeah, me neither. MS Paint. What's up?
I've wanted to make music for so long. Never took a fucking step in the right direction. And then like one day I was like, I like had this urge to make this podcast that would give me nuanced perspective and let people hear and understand.
And you've been wanting that conversation too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's an outlet to get like balance out all the day-to-day shit.
Yeah.
That you were talking about.
It 100% is, and just like you said, it's therapeutic.
It really was. I'm like, I want to do it again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, I want to do it again.
That's perfect, man. Well, you're fucking definitely more than welcome to come back. I'm glad we finally got to do it. Like I said, I've wanted to talk to you for a while, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you invited me out.
Yep.
Like, I'm glad I came out, and fuck, man, I was nervous. I was nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about. We come in here, we sit, and we drink and talk. So. Do you have anything you want to plug before we bounce?
Oh, man, I don't even have an Instagram, dude. I don't have an Instagram, Snapchat, none of that. I'm on, I like to plug Modelo. Modelo. You know, get you one of those.
It's his sponsor for the day.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But, no, man, nothing to plug.
Devlin will be back soon.
Okay, cool.
Third Party Minority on Instagram.
Third Party Minority on Instagram?
Yeah, that's his handle.
Of course it would be.
Fucking asshole.
He's fucking great.
He'll be back soon.
His shit posts are some top tier shit.
Oh, he sends me shit every day. I'm like, why?
He's got some quality shit posting.
He does.
Yeah. You want to talk about grade A gem cut shit posts?
Gem cut?
Devlin has those.
Mm-hmm.
He sends me some shit sometimes where I gotta like look twice at my phone. I'm like, hold on, I just locked it. I gotta look at that again. What the fuck's going on here?
How did you? Never
There's
mind.
more depth to this.
Yeah. I'll check this again when I wake up.
Yeah, I need more energy to when my two brain cells are firing off.
That's good. Oh shit, man. Well, this has been great. I look forward to having you again, and
it's a pleasure.
As always, for anybody listening, you will be watching soon. Hopefully, if I can get my shit together.
You're getting video in here?
Yeah.
Nice.
It will be streamed on YouTube, and if I get my shit correct, I'll be able to post it on Spotify as well.
Nice.
It's a lot of work, a lot of different things I got to go through.
Just do it.
I'm fucking trying, man.
Do it.
Again, like, follow, subscribe, anything you're listening, watching on. And if you have any questions, wants, needs, desires, questions, comments, shoot us an email at meversusmeinfo@gmail.com or comment wherever you're listening. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.